working down in the basement?
Yes, and the minute Dad gets here, we'll have to move all those boxes upstairs.
Not all of them. That little bedroom isn't big enough for all his junk.
I'm not sure he's going to like that room.
Well, like it or not, that's where he's going to have to stay. I'm not moving all of my mother's things out of the guest room. We never know when she might be coming back.
Not right away, I hope. You know, Dad, he's never been able to tolerate her.
Well, that's not her fault. It's your father's. Well, no one is easier to live with than my sweet mother. Well, she hardly even opens her mouth.
She doesn't have to. One look from her and even the houseplants wills.
That is ridiculous. Mother is the most friendly, outgoing person in the world. What have you ever done that she's disapproved of?
You like a list?
No, just one thing.
Okay. Take her and her kooky diets, for instance. Whenever I ate steak, she glared at me like I was a cannibal.
Oh, you should complain. While she was here, our grocery bill dropped to half.
So did my energy.
Once Grandpa got in that last box, I'll never be able to stand up straight again.
Yes, he collects everything from rusty horseshoes to dinosaur bones.
Why doesn't he leave some of that junk at his house? He's not going to live with us forever, is he?
Ask your father. He's the one who suggested he move in with us.
What would you rather do? Spend $826 every month for gas, phone, taxes, etc., or have him live with us?
I'll let you know after he's been here an hour. And why did he follow that truck down?
Probably wanted to say goodbye to his old buddies.
Well, I hope they don't decide to have their spit and shoe convention on our front porch, because we're not really a convalescent home here.
You make him sound like he's right off Skid Row. He was a very important man in his day, you know.
Then how come he's so poor all of a sudden? He's got that big house and a Cadillac. Why didn't he sell them?
Because no one's buying houses right now. That's why we're renting it. And that Cadillac is a 1976.
Will the old folks from the rest homes?
Not your grandfather.
Or your mother. We don't want either of them to move to a rest home, Kenny. People are supposed to take care of their parents. It says so in the Bible.
I didn't know you read the Bible then.
He doesn't. He just quotes it. And I might add, inaccurately.
Every boy should have a grandfather. I read this article.
Oh, in the Bible?
No, Peter's Digest.
Same thing. They quote them both in church.
Anyway, I read this article written by Isaiah, which says that that's what's wrong with today's families. No grandparents. They're the glue that cement the family together.
Oh, so that's why your father's name is Elmer.
You like your grandfather, don't you, Kenny?
I don't know. All he's ever said to me is, "What are you sitting down for? Jack Fishy."
See what a plus it's going to be having him here?
It will be nice to have a babysitter while we're away.
Why do we need a babysitter? Stephen is 16 and Pam is 17. They can take care of Sunny and me.
Well, Pam and Stephen aren't always home. You know that. If it were late at night and a fire should start.
I'd have to go upstairs and carry him out.
You're going to love your grandfather, Kenny. I did when I was a boy. Of course, I was a little afraid of him, too. But because of grandfather, I'm the way I am. Self-reliant with a mind of my own.
He's here, Ed. Ooh, just ran over your petunia bed, Mom.
Oh, well, what damage could a little old Cadillac possibly do? Oh, well, go help him in. Oh, he's got at least 20 tons more in the back of that trunk. Oh, and don't bring it in here. Take it down into the basement.
Don't trip. That box is full of your grandma's china. Hello, Melissa. Been saving this milk for you. Got a couple of dozen eggs, too.
Great, Dad. How long have you been saving this milk?
I don't know, but I've never been one to throw stuff out. You know, that's some trouble with this younger generation. Throw out more than they eat.
But Dad, this milk was only good till May 2nd. It's June now.
Well, someone sour on the way over here. You know, Ralph, get the air conditioner fixing that Cadillac. Hot enough in that car to make even me sour.
He must have been out quite a while.
What'd you say?
He said, we don't want you to worry about being a trial.
I won't, as long as y'all stay out of my way. Like a lot of folks underfoot. That's why I didn't want to rent my house out. I wanted to stay there. Didn't want to rent those house wreckers. I bet you those kids would kick a hole through the door for you and get out the driveway. Where are you going to put me?
We're going to put you up in that little east bedroom.
No, you don't. Can't sleep with the sun in my eyes.
Well, what time do you get up?
Depends on how good the all-night show is.
You keep the television on all night?
Do when it's a Western.
And you're a little hard of hearing.
What'd you say?
I said if I remember right, you're a little hard of hearing.
Nothing of the kind, just 'cause some idiots. Never learned to do anything but mumble doesn't mean I'm deaf. I'm going to go take my stuff up in that big guest room where Alice and I
But
stay.
Dad, I'm sorry, you can't. That's my mother's room.
Your mother? Is that old biddy here?
No, but she may be coming back any day, and she's not an old biddy.
No, she's a crackpot. Jumps from one crazy idea to another faster than a horse can trot. Never did like women to give advice, even when it's good.
Has anyone ever told you you're a male chauvinist?
No, but your mother will when she gets here.
Well, I'll just take this milk and pour it down the disposal.
Well, you'll do no such thing. You can make me a cake out of it.
I don't make cakes, and when I do, I use a cake mix.
Oh, I know. I've tasted them. About like inhaling talcum powder. My Alice used to make a wonderful sour milk applesauce cake that stayed with me for a week. And you can make me one just like it. I deserve some kind of bonus for living here.
Dad, listen. I'm sorry to walk out on you the first day that you're here, but I have this redevelopment meeting that I've got to get to.
Yes, I've been reading about what you and some of your cronies are trying to do. You better get out of it, Melissa. You're getting in over your head.
Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, things are really falling into place. We're going to completely make over this town.
Better leave it the way it is. And watch out for that J.P. Hunter.
Oh, what do you mean watch out for him? He's the one that's going to rebuild this city.
Oh, sure.
I have a pink sweater in here.
What in tarnation have you done to your hair? Well, you look as brassy as an old spittoon. If your grandma could see you now, she'd turn over in her grave.
No, she wouldn't.
How do you know?
Because she isn't in it. She's in Las Vegas shooting craps.
Dad, this isn't our Pam. This is Stephen's girlfriend, Heavenly.
What's he doing with a girlfriend at his age?
Trying to decide if he's old enough to marry me. I'm 6 months older than he is, you know, but I tell him that's good because men die younger than women.
Heavenly, quit kidding. You'll upset Mr. Baldwin's father.
Well, I'll go upstairs and see if my sweater's up there.
What would your sweater be doing upstairs?
I don't know. Maybe the dog carried it up.
We haven't got a dog.
I know. I do. My mom will have a fit if I don't find it. Her boyfriend gave it to her and he wants her to wear it to my dressing.
Oh. Dad, don't listen to what Heavenly says. She just says those things to shock us.
What things?
No, about mud wrestling and wanting to get married.
Well, what's wrong with wanting to get married? Everybody wants to get married. I know I do.
Oh, you do? Well, how wonderful. Do you have anyone in mind?
Well, I did have, until I found out she's after my money. Of course, I was after hers, too. Well, when we found out neither one of us had any, we went on to green. Well, I'll never get married again until I find somebody just like Alice. Of course, they never will. They don't make that kind anymore. Well, I'm going to go upstairs and go to the bathroom. That's the only problem with getting old.
The stairs?
No, the bathroom. If it gets any worse, I'll have to start sleeping in the tub.
Dad, hang on a minute. Hello? Yes, this is the Baldwins. Yes, Mr. Jensen, I know who you are. You're the family that's building a house on the corner. Yes, we have a little girl named Tammy. She did what? Wrote her name and address on your front porch? Oh, well, her father will be right over to scrub it off. Oh, what's that? It's in fresh cement? Oh, that's rather permanent, isn't it? To repair will cost what? Well, my husband will be right over to see you. $500 to erase Tammy's name and address.
Has Ralph got a trowel?
Well, I don't know, but what if she wrote it last night?
Well, when you find a trowel, give me a shout.
Oh. Ralph, bring up a trowel.
A what?
A trowel, your father needs one.
Why?
I will tell you when you bring it up here. Oh, Pal, I'm so glad you're here.
Sorry, Mom, I can't do it.
How did you know I wanted you to do something? Call me Pamela. Well, I'll call you back the next time I want to take you out to buy you a new dress. Grandpa's here, so? Well, I've got my redevelopment meeting I have to get to, and so you got to meet him.
Mom, I can't. The student council has its most important meeting this morning. Any new demands for the school have to be on the principal's desk.
What demands?
We have a full list. We want 2 sunny days this year instead of 1, dances every day in the cafeteria at noon, and the right to wear tank tops and shorts on hot days.
Tank tops and shorts, you wouldn't be caught dead in them. Why are you promoting such things?
Because we took a poll of what the students really want and these are at the top of the list.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to promote them.
Mom, I was elected to represent the student body and that's what I intend to do.
Here's the trowel. What's this all about?
Ask your youngest daughter.
Ask her what?
Well, did you write your name on Mr. Jensen's new porch?
To show everyone what a good writer I am.
Well, did you have to write your address too?
Said always to tell people your address.
That's when you're lost. Not when you commit a crime.
Now, Melissa, that's not exactly a crime.
Just when did you write that? Your name? When did you do
Hello,
that?
Grandpa. Did you come to play with me?
Well, no. Right now we're going to go play in the cement. Now, how long ago was it when you put your John Hancock there?
My what?
Your name.
Let's see. Was it when Donnie put his foot through the floor, or was it when he fell in the red dust?
What dust?
I don't know. It was in a big tub.
It's the stuff they use to color cement with. Now, when did this happen? Was it this morning or yesterday?
I don't know. Kind of Donnie was crying so hard.
Well, let's go through what we do to repair the damage. Oh, here's that kid's sweater. Found it on the bed.
What bed?
The one in the bedroom.
Where is Heavenly?
In the bathroom. Good thing for me you got two of them up there.
Come on, Tammy. I think you better come with us.
Daddy, I think I'd rather not.
Well, why do you want to take her, Ralph?
So she won't get blamed for all the damage over there.
Just wait till she's a teenager. I'm sure she'll dance in the cafeteria.
Hey, speaking of teenagers, were you here last night?
You mean in this room?
Well, I guess when Stephen and Heavenly were in here.
I wasn't until Heavenly started talking her baby talk, then I took my books into the kitchen.
Well, do you know if they went upstairs?
Mom, I don't know. I refuse to babysit 16-year-olds.
Well, I'm beginning to think some of the things Heavenly says are true.
Such as?
Well, saying she and Stephen are planning to get married.
Well, that's right, Mrs. Baldwin.
Well, just when do you intend to do it, Heavenly?
I don't know. My mom said every time she got married, it was just an impulse. Like when she married Arthur. They were both just a little hungover. And she said, what can we do for kicks? And we said, well, let's get married. So we drove up to Las Vegas and got married in the tons of fun chapel.
Don't you think marriage is a little more serious than that?
Oh, yes. I think it's gone at least a day ahead. Oh, you found my sweater. Where was it?
Upstairs on the bed, and I'd like to know how it got there.
The dog has taken it up.
I told you we haven't got a dog.
I know, but I do. He loves sweaters. Tell Stevie I'll be working at the Burger Palace till 4. Bye.
Oh. I need to have a talk with Stephen.
You do, Molly, he'll marry her for sure.
Nonsense. Oh, but I am a little worried, though. I haven't said anything to him because, well, I figured it was just another one of his teenage infatuations, and like all the others, it would just run its course. But, oh, it's been 3 months now, and Stephen still thinks she's Heavenly. Oh, you don't think they'd run off and get married, do you?
I don't know, she can get in full project right now to get to that
But
meeting.
what about Grandpa?
Stephen can feed him. He sure knows how to feed himself plenty.
Grandpa's here. You know what that means?
What does it mean?
That I'll be working 12 hours a day. That weekend he spent with us when his pipes burst was something.
Ralph, what are you doing taking out the garbage? You have a 10-year-old son. Ralph, get this boy a paper out.
Well, he's right. You should do more to help around the house.
Mom, I think I'm going to go out for football.
Good.
Good. I thought you didn't want me to play because I'd get hurt.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Why?
Because I hear football players have to be in bed by 10.
Look, I really have to go.
Pam, I still think you're wasting your time on anything that silly.
Silly, it's not half as silly as women trying to turn this town into a tea garden.
Well, whoever said that's what we're trying to do?
When I've heard some of the businessmen are really up in arms over it.
Mom, I'm going to get something.
No, you don't. I need to talk to you. Pam, apparently you read that article that came out in that stupid throwaway paper. I hear the man who runs that little 2x4 bakery on the corner had it put in. Now we're going to do more to make over this town than anything that's been done here in 30 years. We're going
Well,
to...
I know what you women plan to do. I've heard it a million times. When you turn Stroudsburg into a high-rise city, I'll get shorts and tank tops, okay? See you later.
Stephen, what were you and Heavenly doing in the guest room last night?
Playing hide and seek?
That's a likely story. Why did she put her sweater on the bed?
She put it there so I know she was under it.
Well, that's better than being on top of it. Stephen, what do you really think of that girl?
I think she's heavenly.
Stephen, I'm not through.
Mom, tell me something. Why do grown-ups always suspect the worst?
Well, because for some reason, Heavenly wants me to. I think she's decided to marry you.
Well, Glad to hear that. Tell you what, we'll set the date tonight.
Stephen, don't say those things. It takes my mind off my project. And another thing, why do you always have to come over here? Why don't you ever go over to her house?
She says it puts a crimp in her mother's love life.
Oh, well, your father and I are going to put a crimp in yours.
Mom, this is the 90s.
Oh, so what? Parents are supposed to be blind and dumb?
You said it, Mom. I didn't. Besides, how can I help it if you and Dad are away all the time?
Oh, well, that's going to change now that Grandpa's here. And I'm going to tell them there's to be no more playing hide and seek in the bedrooms. Now I've got to get going.
Mom!
Oh, Mother, what are you doing now? Just leave everything out on the porch. My son-in-law will bring it later. Mother, I thought you were staying with Howard until Christmas.
Oh, they've gone to Europe. Howard's boss sent him over there to check on their overseas units, and Enid went along. You know, they said I could stay there until they got back, but I just don't like that old house. It creaks at night like the Mayflower. Anyway, I knew you and Ralph would just love to have me back here with you.
Well, yes, of course, Mother.
But you'll never guess what I'm into now.
What?
Karate! Ow! Yow! And weightlifting. Can't you tell? I joined a marvelous new club called the Mary Musclettes. I started by lifting 5-pound dumbbells. Now I'm up to 10. Some of the girls are lifting 25-pounders. No more flabby muscles is our motto. Well, they're starting a brand new class here in about 6 weeks. I just can hardly wait. I'm trying to keep up on my karate, too. And in the meantime, I'll work out in the bedroom. I'll have Ralph pick up my equipment and the stereo. You know I do it to music.
Wonderful.
Well, I'll just take my little bag on up down right here. Oh, remember how I used to take these stairs one at a
Well,
time?
yes, Mother.
No more. Watch.
Mother, there's something I think you should know.
3, 4,
You don't think they massage me? I don't know. Well, that was close. I thought you said they didn't work there on Saturdays. They don't. That was the guy that owns the house. Do you think he saw us getting to the fence? It's not him I'm worried about. It's my dad. What do you think he was doing down there? And what did you want us to break windows for anyway? I didn't break it. You did. You were the one who said, let's see who can break one first.
You come on in here.
It's my dad, and he's mad. We better hide.
Young lady, if I thought it would do any good, I would spank you soundly.
Have you ever tried?
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, she bit me on the leg.
But I didn't break that window, Daddy, honest.
You were around back, and no one else was.
No, I was around the side of the house.
Why?
I wanted to see if Miss Piggy was there. You know I'd lost her.
You weren't around the side of the house when we saw you. You were around back.
I ran around to see what crashed. I thought it might be a flying saucer crashing through the window.
There was a flying saucer. You were the one that threw it.
What you told about me, man, I was too little to have done it.
I thought you were. Now I'm beginning to wonder.
But I guess I'll find out.
Where are you going?
Oh, hello, Mr. Baldwin. Ralph, who put those boxes of my china in the little bedroom?
I did.
Why?
Because I'm sleeping in that big bedroom.
You are living here? Why?
Ask your son.
Well, you're not sleeping in that bed. That room has been mine since Clarence died.
That was mine before Alice died.
Well,
Now, hold on, you two. I'm not going to have you quarreling.
If you'd let me stay home, we wouldn't be quarreling over who's going to have the biggest bed.
And just how were we going to take care of $800 every month for house expenses?
You could have paid it.
Oh, I could have paid it. How?
By stopping all the splurging that's going on around here. Trips to Europe, new car every other year.
Why should we have to do without, so you can go on living in a 10-room home?
Because that 10-room home has been willed to you. It's worth $300,000, and it seems to me I ought to have a right to live in it till I die.
What would you do in a 10-room home?
Sleep in the size bed I want.
So why didn't you tell me he was here?
Mother, I tried, but you were so busy counting.
If I'd known he was going going to be here, I never would have come back. I would have gone to Europe with Howard and Enid.
So why didn't you?
Well, they wouldn't let me. But that's beside the point. That bed is mine. I'm used to it. And you can't tell this male chauvinist I'm going to sleep in it.
You get in that bed, and I'll crawl right inside you.
You wouldn't dare. Listen, you two have all day long to quarrel over who's going to have that bed. But right now I have 12 women waiting for me so that we can decide how many buildings in this city to condemn.
Condemn this one, then go home.
Mother, would you please get these two men something for lunch?
Oh, no.
I know, Mother, I'm allergic to grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit. Oh, my dear, I haven't been on that grapefruit diet for 2 months now. I have a brand new one. It's called the Super Energy Diet. And you eat nothing but steak.
Steak. But I thought red meat was the #1 killer.
Only when you eat it with carbohydrates. So you just run off to the grocery store now and get us 3 choice T-bones for lunch. Oh, no, better make that 12. Then we'll have plenty for dinner.
Do you have any idea how much 12 T-bones cost?
But think what you'll save in doctor bills. Why, my muscle arts instructor says that if we follow this diet, we'll live to be at least 100.
And look like an old dog. Y'all really snarling like this.
My, won't we have fun together?
Well, I'm gonna go put on some spice.
Absolutely not. Do you want to poison all of us?
No, just one.
I'm just going to ignore him. No, really, Ralph, if you'll just try this diet for 1 week, you won't believe the energy you'll have.
I think I'm going to need some right now. Kenny, what broke?
Daddy, I guess right. I tried and I finally did it. I broke an upstairs window. Great.
Fine, you sit by every time it rains. Why can't this child be more like Kenny? You never have any trouble with him. Hello. Oh, it's you again, Jensen. Yeah, I know you're upset, but I still don't think my little girl could have broken that window.
Yes, I can, Daddy. I just proved it.
Oh, she didn't. Well, thank heavens for that. Kenny? No, you're wrong there, Jensen. Kenny's not destructive, never has been. Let me prove it to you. Kenny, come on down here. You could have broken that window. Let's see. Kenny, Mr. Jensen thinks you broke his window. I'd like you to tell him that you didn't.
Ask him why he thinks I did it.
He wants to know why you think he did it. Gregor Thompson told you he did?
I'll kill him. I'll get even. You'll see. I'll get even if it's the last thing I do.
Okay, I'll have my father come put in a pane of glass for you.
And you'll wash my Cadillac and polish it every week till you paid for that window.
See, Mom, I told you I was making me work.
Henry, why are you pulling me in here? What will the kids in the dance do?
They'll think they wish they were alone too. Everyone should be alone in a dance. Dancing is a very private thing.
Is that why they always hold dances in gymnasiums?
That's why by the time the dance is over, no one's left but the orchestra. And now come on, let's dance.
Heavenly Grandpa will come in.
So that's one more reason for wishing Hannah back to your home. We fooled him, didn't we? Getting the whole gang to come over here?
He did promise Mom and Dad that he would watch us both until they got back.
I don't think he isn't doing it. Even when I went upstairs to the bathroom, he asked me where I was going. How come he doesn't do his own thing, learn karate or something, like your grandma? How would he like it if we put a crimp in his love life?
He doesn't have a love life. Once a man reaches 50, women are the last thing they think about.
Well, I guess you're right. But how come all the old men in the park stop talking when I walk by? They practically take their necks looking at me.
Maybe they're trying to figure out how you pour yourself into your jeans.
You're complaining?
No, but I got bets on how long until they split.
Your dad's 50, isn't he?
No, just 49.
Hope he knows he only has 1 year left.
Well, maybe it's 55. After that, men still think about women. They just don't know anything about them.
Well, I'm gonna do something about you two if you don't turn those lights back on.
I guess you're right, Stevie. When men get old, they're not the least bit romantic.
What's romantic about stumbling around in the dark?
How can you get in the mood with bright lights?
What mood?
The mood of music.
What music?
And the music we've been playing all night. Don't you listen to those out-of-world lyrics?
Nah, just turn my hearing aid down.
You were right the first time, Steve. Men don't even think about it.
Think about what?
Lyrics like, baby, I want to hug you. Baby, I want to kiss you. Baby, I want you in my arms tonight.
Now, why would I want to kiss a baby in the middle of the night? I should scream the morning.
I hope I never get old. What do you have to look forward to?
Dude, just make you young and some rhubarb pie. Took it out of the oven and there's some ice cream in the fridge.
I think it's wonderful that all you think about is food. Well, eat them into this something.
Why don't you have those kids turn down that music? Why, I could hear it way down on Elm Street. Some man said to me, lady, what you running for? You trying to get away from all that noise?
What noise?
Well, at least there's something to being deaf. But are you blind too?
Now, don't turn those on. It's putting me in the mood.
What mood?
The mood to kiss a baby in the middle of the night.
Next thing you know, you'll be singing to me.
Hug me, baby. Kiss me, baby. Love me, baby. You know, if they took the word baby out of the dictionary, these kids couldn't write a single song.
Oh, you mean songs like Baby Face? You've got the cutest little baby face. And I made $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. They're no different than we were.
Well, they think they're different. They think all we have to look forward to is food.
Well, maybe that's all you have to look forward to, but I have hundreds of interests. Bicycling, jogging, weightlifting, karate.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you trying to kill yourself off?
Kill myself off. Why, I'm just getting this body beautiful into shape.
Why?
Well, to prove that I still can.
Oh, so you can say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of all? That's your vanity.
All right, I'm doing it, so I'll feel better.
That's what you want. Why don't you try eating balanced meals with good, decent food?
All right, I admit, I overdid that steak thing just a little, but I'm on a wonderful new yogurt diet now. Look what it's doing for my skin.
What?
It's softer, feel. I look just like a baby.
Well, you both have 2 chins.
At least I'm trying to preserve myself.
Why, quiet. The Undertaker will do that when he embalms you.
I'm going to keep this old body in good repair, right up until the day he does it.
So some man will notice you?
Don't think I haven't had offers.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Why?
Just proves heavenly drawing. We do still think of something besides food.
Oh, I should hope so. And speaking of food, what's that wonderful smell?
Rhubarb pie! Just made some for the kids. Would you like a piece?
With all that sugar in it?
Why don't you just relax and enjoy yourself? Have too many good years left, you know.
Well, I'll outlive you. The way you eat, you could drop dead tomorrow.
And I'll outlive you and your kooky diets.
You could run 10 feet without having a heart attack.
I could beat you around the block and have dinner ready before you got back.
Where are you going?
Just leave this old gal in my dust.
Debbie, have you got it all typed? I was wondering if we should add at least 2 more requests. The more there is in that petition, the more we'll be likely to get. What about asking for a coffee break for the students between 10 and 10:30? I know it's far out, but that's one of the things they voted for. I know coffee is supposed to stunt us, but maybe that's a good thing. Some of the seniors are gigantic. What? Mentally? Most of the class is already stunted that way. Debbie, I have to go. Someone's at the door. Bye.
Is this Melissa Baldwin's home? I'm from the Sun. I've come to do an article on her.
My mom? Why? For goodness sakes.
I understand she's the one that's spearheading the women's drive for city redevelopment.
Oh, that.
You don't approve?
Not particularly. Mom's in like bridge, so she had to find something else to do.
Hold it down! Cut it off, let eat.
Hey, look, if I'm keeping you for your party,
It's not my party. It's just some high school kids my brother hangs around with.
I take it you don't think what your mother's doing is very important?
Do you?
Yeah. Right here it says Stroudsburg to emerge as model city. Another one that says Stroudsburg to undergo major city redevelopment.
All existing buildings on Main Street are to disappear, and in their place, quaint French New Orleans stores having high-rise condominiums with wrought iron balconies laced with hanging flower baskets, etc., etc.
You've done your homework.
I've had it fed to me with spinach every meal for a year.
Do you mind if I quote you?
Is that what you're going to do?
I'd like to.
I don't think that's a very good idea. Where's Grandma?
2 blocks back.
You cheated! You cut across that vacant lot!
Only a fool goes further than they have to.
And what are you doing sitting down for?
I live here.
If you two will stop quarreling, I'd like to introduce you to... I don't even know your name.
I'm Derek Anderson from the Sun.
My, you outer space folk do get around, don't you?
He's a reporter, and don't say anything you don't want to see in the papers. You won't print what I told you about my mother, will you?
Why not? I agree with you 100%.
What did you say about your mother, Pam?
Just that some people like this town the way that it is.
That's right.
Then I take it you think this is a bad idea too, sir?
Yeah.
Anybody in his right mind would.
Now, just a minute now. My daughter is giving this town a facelift that will...
Yeah, that'll stretch its skin so tight, nobody will be able to smile for years.
Well, why won't they smile?
Because they'll be so far in debt. You don't think the taxpayers are going to get all this scot-free, do you?
Mom did say that J.P. Henniger and Company were planning on assuming 90% of the cost. That would only leave 10% for the taxpayers.
Sounds like a rip-off to me.
You don't know what you're talking about, Elmer Baldwin. Why, this company has been successfully renovating towns all over the country.
What towns?
Well, I don't know. Ask my daughter.
Well, my friend Bert Hooker has been forced out of his business after 37 years. And Joe Parker's losing his business, too.
Yes, and they're being paid for them, aren't they? And new locations found for those businesses, aren't they?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to catch a bus and ride it 5 miles out of town just to have a heel cap put on? And another thing, this J.P. Henniger. I've been hearing some things about that man, and I think he's a crook.
Heavenly, that's my piece.
I'm not going to let you get fat. Well, hello. Would you like a bite of my pie?
Heavenly, I'll get him a whole piece.
No, you won't. It's all gone.
Thanks to you.
And it was heavenly.
This is Derek Anderson. He's a reporter.
Hey, no kidding. Have him publish your petition in the newspaper. And your principal will feel duty bound to accept it.
What petition?
She just thought some typical stuff for our school, like dances in the cafeteria, shorts and tank tops. Oh wait, what were you just telling me? Oh yeah, coffee break every day at 10. You wouldn't think a senior would be that bright of a genius. Stevie, this is our song. Let's dance.
So you're still in high school? And what's this about dancing in the cafeterias and coffee breaks in the classrooms?
They weren't my ideas. It's what the kids voted for.
But you're the one that's pushing for them, right?
A smart politician always gives the ones who put her in office what they want.
Elmer, are you okay? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you hadn't had a heart attack.
No, why would I want to have a heart attack?
Well, you did just run the half mile.
You're the one that came in puffing.
Where's the pie?
Pie's all gone. Go back to bed.
Goody, Pam. You finally got a boyfriend. Mom will be so glad.
You're embarrassing your sister.
Grandma, I'm not embarrassed. I'm sure Mr. Anderson has interviewed flaky families before. You will promise not to print anything about my mother, won't you? For a year now, she's given her all to it. It's her monument to stand forever. And I don't want to be the one to topple that. And neither does my grandfather. Do we, Grandpa?
Why not?
Because maybe what she's doing is right.
Of course she's doing what's right. My daughter has never done anything wrong in her life.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Reporters always do, don't they?
Well, what does your father think of all this?
I'm not sure.
Well, whose side is he on? Yours or your mother's?
His wife's, of course. He wouldn't dare not be.
Well, why not?
Because she's an old battle-axe, just like her mom.
For that remark, you will sleep in the little bedroom one more week.
That sounds like rather stiff punishment.
I think I'd better explain. My grandparents, they aren't married.
But they have to live together because they can't afford 2 houses.
I get pushed all this too?
Oh, yeah, it'll spice up the gossip.
Grandpa, please explain to Mr. Anderson the way things really are. I don't want him to think you're living in sin.
Let Heavenly explain it.
Heavenly.
Yeah, she's an authority on love life after 50. Yeah, but I better warn you. Anything you quote about what she says about me will turn your gossip column into an obituary notice.
Where's Kenny? Boy, I'm gonna kill him. Kenny, somebody wants to kill you.
Better tell him to jump out the upstairs window. Now, what's this all about?
He has got me in trouble with the police. You did it, and don't you dare say you didn't do it.
What did I do?
Wrote my name and address all over Mr. Jensen's new plastered walls.
And why would I want to do
To
that?
get even.
So now you are.
No, we're not. You even stole my cat and then left it there so they didn't think it was me. You can't prove I did it. Who else would do such a low-down stinking thing? Mr. Jensen just left our place. And boy, I've been catching up to my dad.
Why didn't you just tell him you didn't do it?
I did, but you wouldn't believe me.
Why not?
Because I lied to him yesterday. Get the police! Jensen, he was gonna get them. I gotta get out of here. This place all right. Red lights are blinking all over the place. I'm gonna hide too.
I wonder what's wrong. I'm sure they're not here for Gregor.
Somebody's doing something wrong. Mommy says you and Grandma are always doing something you shouldn't. Was it you?
No. But at least you're more optimistic than Heavenly.
Oh, come in.
It's the police! It's the police! Run and hide, everybody! Run and hide!
This is the place all that racket's coming from?
What racket?
The music that's blaring out here, you can hear it a mile away.
He's deaf. That's why we turn it up so loud, so he can hear it.
He's hooked on that kind of music?
Hug me, baby. Kiss me.
Where's your stereo?
Upstairs in my bedroom.
What you lying to him for? All you got up there is a 2-bit tape recorder. What you kicking me for? Hey, Stevie, come on down here. There's a policeman wants to talk to you.
Oh, go easy on him, officer. He's just a child. We're babysitting him.
What's your name?
He's Stevie, but I'm the one who turned it up.
Why?
Well, you can't get high on rock unless you can hear it.
Hi, huh? I thought so. I'll have to search this place.
What for?
Is where the party's being held?
That's right, but they've all run away.
Just what's the matter with you? Who are you trying to cover up for?
Oh, think of Melissa. If it gets in the paper that her children are delinquent.
Who's delinquent?
Something's been going on here.
Officer, nothing has been going on here.
And why did everybody run away? They even left that outside door open.
We left the door open so we could air the place out.
I'll bet you did. There's a whiff of something in there so strong it practically knocked my socks off. You've been into that new kind of grass, haven't you? Got a sweet smell. Kind of like...
A rhubarb pie.
That's not rhubarb. It smells...
Heavenly?
Now look. These Carlson and I have been the first of these kids. We've been coming in for months. You kids have turned this street into a den of iniquity. What was your name?
She told you it's Steve. And a sweeter, kinder, more sensitive child you'll never find.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to take this sweet, sensitive child down and let the judge have a little talk with him.
The judge?
Take me to. I know the judge. I've talked to him before.
Heavenly? You haven't got time to pray. Now, just what did you and the judge talk about?
My mother, she was arrested for drunk driving one night and had to go down and bail her out.
It's obvious what type of people you are. Come on, sweetie boy, let's go.
I told you, he's not the type of boy to go to jail.
No, but you are. You're assaulting an officer. I don't care if you are a great panther. You've got some explaining to do.
Let me go!
Leave her alone. She's an old lady.
You might be old, but I'm still in my prime.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But you still got to explain this to the judge. Now, come on, let's go. Hold on. Who are you? What do you think you're doing?
I'm Derek Anderson from The Sun, and unless you stop manhandling her right now, this picture is going to be on the front page of tomorrow's paper with the caption, "Officer abuses sweet old lady."
Why does everyone keep calling me old?
Okay, all right. But I still got to take you in. Now, after you, my dear Mrs. Baldwin.
She's not a Baldwin, that's my name.
He's right. The Baldwins have nothing to do with this. They're on a trip. My name is Gertrude Goodwin. And, I'm the one who turned up the music. I blamed it on him because I didn't think you would believe a woman of my maturity would be into rock.
Oh, you're into it all right. You got rocks in your head.
Come on, let's go. And after you're safe in jail, I'll round up those two who split.
And I'll go too to make sure she gets a fair shake.
I'm coming too.
You think they'll hurt Grandma?
No, but she might hurt him.
Where do you think Stephen and Heavenly are hiding?
Not where they can't be found.
Why won't they be found?
You can't stop giggling for more than 2 minutes. She sounds like a cackling hen with a hiccup.
You're not a very good babysitter, are you?
Good enough to make you go to bed. Now scoot.
I wonder what the trouble was. Goody, goody, Mommy's home. No, I have to go to bed. Mommy, you're home.
Hello, sweetheart. Is everything all right? Where's Mother?
Oh, Grandma, she's not here. She's a joke. She is a policeman.
With her car?
No, with her hand. Pow!
Why did she hit him?
Because they were going to arrest Stephen.
What for?
Because he got into the grass.
What the crap?
I don't know, but that's why Stephen and Heavenly ran away.
You let all this happen right under your nose? You could have at least stopped him from arresting my mother. Oh, why didn't you?
Well, I figured with her gone, I could get my bed back.
Look what I found. Someone didn't finish their pie.
What pie?
The rhubarb pie. Grandpa baked it. Want to taste?
No, thank you. It's probably as sour as this whole evening. Well, they did say she was on her way home, didn't they?
15 minutes ago.
Well, what could be keeping them?
Maybe that man wanted to take some more pictures.
Why would he want to take pictures? What was his name again, Dad?
Anderson,
And why did he want to see me?
told you he wanted to talk with you about this place-lifting project of yours.
Anderson, he's not on the city council, is he? And who was he taking a picture of, Kenny?
I don't know. I went upstairs. Grandma and the policeman.
Why would he take a picture of Grandma and the policeman?
To put it in the paper.
Oh, he's a reporter? Oh, his son promised to give us an interview. Oh, he would come when I wasn't here. Oh, goodness knows what he might print now. Oh, now, Dad, you didn't say anything that you shouldn't have, did you? About your old-fashioned personal views, you didn't say anything, did you?
Just told him the truth.
Oh, no, Ralph, what am I going to do? Everything's probably ruined.
Don't cry, Mommy. Pam fixed it for you.
Pam, how?
She said, promise me you won't say anything bad I told you about my kooky mom.
Again, Ralph, it's probably Heather's mother. Tell me, give me a chance. Just wait till I get my hands on that Pam. Is this Stevie's place?
Yes, come on in. You must be Mrs. Hartley.
You must be kidding. I've been called that since Henry's old man ran out on me. No, I'm Mrs. Hunsaker now. Well, I am until I get my divorce. We should be fine any day now. Oh, I've had so many names, even I get confused. Just call me Faye.
Faye?
Oh, yeah, you'll see. It fits me real good, too. You see, I just always have faith that everything's going to work out just fine. Well, it always does. Well, it's like when I married my last husband. You know, I knew marrying him was a big mistake. But I went ahead with it because I knew things would work out. You know they did. That old coot ran off with another woman.
Well, how Faye, your daughter, and our Stephen are all right.
Oh, I'm sure they're just fine. You know that kid of mine, she is just like a little kitty cat. Seems no matter how you drop her, she always lands on those little feet. Now, what is it you wanted me over here for tonight? See, Julie took the message at the bar, and when I got off work, I did go straight home. The kids weren't there, and you know I don't like it when they're there alone and I'm not around because, well, they eat me out of house and home. Besides, there's no one there to keep an eye on them. And I told St. Heavenly if she's going to spend so much time with your Stevie that she needs to do it over here because you always have a babysitter.
Oh, yes, and we had a dandy one tonight.
Oh, I don't know about tonight, but what is it you want me to do?
Find your daughter.
Well, I'm sure she's just fine. After all, she's with your son, isn't she?
We hate to tell you this, Mrs. Hunsaker, but the police are looking for them.
The police? Oh, not again.
What do you mean? Not again.
Oh, well, didn't your Stevie tell you? It was just the day before yesterday.
What happened?
Well, they just picked a peach.
Picked a peach?
Well, yes. Well, maybe it was more than one. Okay, they were coming home from school, and they were walking down there on that road where that millionaire lives, and well, they passed that adorable little peach orchard. You know, telling me she just loves peaches, and so Stevie climbed the fence and handed her a few, and then they saw this policeman coming in. Well, Heavenly didn't know what to do. She was a little bit nervous, and you know what she did? She put those peaches right down her shirt. That doesn't amuse you. Oh, well, anyway. And then the policeman walked over, and he said, listen here, sister, you hand those peaches over, or I'm hauling both you and them in. Yeah, right. And then Heavenly let those peaches fall all over the ground. I think it is such a shame to waste good peaches like that, don't you?
So what did they do to Stephen?
Oh, see, I thought they were going to arrest him, but they just took his name and gave him a warning.
Mrs. Hunsaker, this is
No, really. Really, you must call me Faith. You see, Hunsaker still just has so many bad memories.
Well, Faith, I hate to say this, but I don't think Heavenly is a good influence on our Stephen.
My Heavenly. Need I remind the two of you that your Stevie is the one that stole those peaches? Well, I know. I did talk to Heavenly about it, though, and she said they were just out having good, clean fun. Well, I told her if they were going to have that kind of thing, just don't do it in broad daylight.
Sure. Do it at night. Just have faith that you won't get caught.
That's right.
Oh, Mother, they let you go.
Unfortunately.
What did the judge say?
Well, he just wanted me to show him how I did it.
Did what?
Floored that sergeant. So I said, okay, Judge, you get out from behind that desk. And then just as I started my karate chop, Pam stopped me. Why?
I saw Derek go see his camera.
Oh.
I guess you know you ruined my one chance to get a timeout.
Oh.
Mother, you and I are going to have a long talk.
Not now, Melissa, in the morning. Thank you, sir, for bringing Mother home. I'm Ralph Baldwin, and this is my wife, Melissa. It is a pleasure to meet you. I wanted to come and do an interview.
Is it really necessary? I hear my daughter has already filled you in about her kooky mother.
Mom, Tammy.
But that's why I came back, to get your side.
How am I supposed to concentrate on redeveloping the city when the police are out looking for my son? I don't know what went on here tonight, but I'm sure it certainly worked your impression of us. And prior to tonight, we were as model families you'd find in this town.
We go out for just one evening and come home to find my mother hauled before the judge, the police out looking for my son because his girlfriend's mother thinks it's perfectly okay to steal peaches just so long as she and her daughter have
Wait a
faith in
minute,
her
would you
own
run that peach part past me one more time?
Oh, Ralph, don't let him write that. He's written up already. And do you know who is to blame for all this? My mother and his father. Before they came to live with us, everything was just fine in this household. And now they're turning my children into juvenile delinquents. That was quite the tizzy.
If you'll excuse me, I'd better see to her. She's a little upset.
A little upset. Honey, I wasn't that upset when all four of my marriages broke up. Oh, no.
Gertie.
Don't call me Gertie. My name is Gertrude.
Well, Trudy.
Oh.
How much money you got in your purse?
None of your business. Why?
You got enough to fill the Cadillac with gas?
Where are you going?
We're getting out of here. We're not wanted here. Or haven't you been listening?
Well, where could we go?
Figure that out when we get on the road.
Grandpa, don't be ridiculous. You know how emotional Mom can be.
Look, I wasn't concerned about what your mother said. What bothered me was what my son didn't say.
Can I go too?
And me?
Come on, they've already got your grandma for assault. You want to get us both for kidnapping?
Oh, but Elmer, if only the two of us go, couldn't they get us for immoral conduct?
That's what you figured on doing.
You old coot, I just don't know what I'd tell my Sunday school class.
Well, you could just tell them that your kids kicked you out and you were looking for a good rest home.
My, you're getting more material all the time, aren't you? Well, you're calm for a week.
You know, I really think you just ought to go ahead and go. You know you're old enough. I am not old enough for a rest home. I'm not going to one.
Grandma, wouldn't you be the oldest one there?
Oh. Come on, Elmer, let's go. Every time one of these kids opens their mouths, they try to nail me in a coffin.
Come on, old girl.
Old girl.
Grandpa, don't leave. I feel terrible you going like
No,
this.
I don't.
Why not?
Well, you see, if these two can elope at their age, look what I've got ahead of me. Elope with him? Oh, I'd rather go to a rest home.
Then come on, old gal. I'll drop you out at the first one we pass.
I tried so long, I didn't stop it.
No. Sweetheart, they're old enough to work out their own problems.
But they fight with each other so much.
Oh, haven't you heard? There is nothing like a good fight to start a fire. I have got to get moving.
What about Heavenly?
Oh, well, I can wait for her here. I can head on home. I'm so tired to stand. I better go put her to bed. See ya.
Tammy?
Go to bed.
Why?
Because it's past your bedtime.
Mommy didn't tell me to go to bed.
Mommy's got a lot of other things on her mind.
So do you.
Go to bed.
You gonna kiss her?
Where could Stephen and Heavenly have gone? It's so much better in life.
No, it sounds like you have a lot on your mind. Why don't you just forget about your problems for a while? Let's go get some ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah, you can solve most of the world's problems over ice cream.
But
Don't worry about it. I'm buying. Let's go. Come on. Let's get out of here.
watching station KTVX. I'm not watching any station. I've been sitting by this phone for 2 days hoping somebody has found my son. I'm watching today's movie.
Why didn't you tell him yes, Mommy? We would have given you something.
All I want is to know where Stephen is.
Well, we'll find out before long, Melissa. They've got to be getting hungry by now. Surely they'll call home for money to buy food.
Well, if they were married, wouldn't they have their own food?
Who said anything about them getting married?
Mommy says she doesn't trust him because all she thinks of is getting married.
Well, Stephen's got more good sense than that.
Oh, has he? If he had any good sense, he'd be home by now. Oh, where could they be? It's been almost 48 hours.
Have you checked out Heavenly's relatives?
Mother claims she hasn't.
If her mother's been married 4 times, I think she'd have a lot of them.
When did you last talk to her?
Oh, I spoke with her about an hour ago. I told her she'd better come over so we could decide whether or not to call the police.
Well, of course we have to. We should have done it yesterday.
But they might book Stephen for resisting arrest, and then he'll have that on his record. And it'll get in the paper.
Speaking of the paper, has it come yet?
You ought to know you've been checking every 5 minutes for the last hour.
When it comes, don't show it to me. I don't even want to see it.
I'll go see if it's here. I want to see the funny pictures, Mr. Anderson.
His name is Derek.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. Mrs. Butters, do you want? I've got some work right by.
Well, have you heard anything since I talked to you?
Well, no, but it's only been 2 days. I think I'm not really worried. You know, Betsy stays with her girlfriend lots of times overnight.
Oh, doesn't she come home in the morning?
Well, not always. She's a real sound sleeper. You know, sometimes it's the middle of the afternoon.
Well, have you called all of her girlfriends?
Well, no.
Why not?
Mrs. Sullivan, why would Heavenly be at her girlfriend's all night if she's with your Stevie?
Stephen.
I guess all we can do at this point is call the police.
No, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, Hooper, that's my new boyfriend. He says that they might want to start an investigation. He's a little concerned they might want to investigate him.
What has he done?
Oh, I don't know. I told him if he doesn't ask me about my past, I won't ask him about his.
Well, where could they be?
Oh, there's lots of places kids can be. You know, they go to parks, they camp out, just everything.
Did Heavenly have any money?
Well, I don't think so. At least there was nothing missing out of my purse.
Oh, does she steal money? I stole money out of Mommy's purse, and I got sent to bed.
Sweetheart, if I put my Heavenly to bed every time she steals money, she'd have bed sores by now.
Well, surely you have relatives that might have loaned them money.
Well, no. Now, see, the only relatives we have would probably have borrowed money from Heavenly. What about your relatives?
We phoned them already.
Well, you know, I was here and watched your mother and father run away. Could they be with them?
It couldn't be. Stephen and Heavenly, they left before Mom and Dad got home. Grandma and Grandpa left later.
I just know I'm going to have a nervous breakdown over this.
You already had one last night.
Oh, and my boss is going to have one if I don't get to work.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Didn't Heavenly have a job? Won't she get fired?
Well, she already did. Day before yesterday.
Why?
Well, it was silly, really. She just told the customer that the food was lousy and maybe they ought to just go on over to McDonald's to eat. And you know, her boss was standing right behind her and heard the whole thing. But wait a minute. If he laid her off, I bet he had to pay her some money. Maybe they had some with him after all. They could be headed to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think they'd get married, do you?
Well, they might, you know, like just for kicks.
But they're not married.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how young you are. See, you go down there, those wedding chapels, and it's late at night, and they're all tired, sleepy, and half of them are drunk. They don't care. They will marry anybody, I'm telling you. But my baby is only 16. That's okay. Young marriages are fine. Well, as long as the boy's father supports them.
Well, this father's not about to.
Well, I should say not. He has his own father to support.
And your mother.
Oh, I hope you'll be able to. I must have hurt her feelings just terribly. She's always been so sweet to me. I mean, when I was little, she taught me to bake bread and cookies, and then she taught me to macrame and crochet, and then she sent me to ballet lessons.
You know, sweetie, that is a really cute story you've got there. Perhaps you could write the rest down and just mail it to me. Listen, I have got to get moving. And if you hear from those kids and they really got married, you've got to let me know. I am dying to give my Heavenly a shower.
teach him to be more responsible.
That's a father's job.
I got him to where he finally take out the trash.
Well, you didn't have to teach him to run away with it.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, neither are they putting us through all this.
All we can do at this point is report them missing.
Oh, I guess you're right, but Stephen is going to be awfully upset.
He's going to be more upset when I get him back here.
I'm going to go put on a skirt.
Why?
Well, so the chief of police thinks he comes from a decent home. And you should change your shirt. You look like a beachcomber.
I think they'd get their men on the case faster if they took instead Heavenly's mother after them.
Tammy, go see if the paper has come.
Look at the rug. I've already worn it out. Every time I open the door,
Yeah, where's that?
he got the paper.
I brought it to show your mother.
She doesn't want to see it.
It's probably better that way.
It's that bad?
It's honest.
Well, if it's so terrible, why did you even bother to bring it over?
Been worried about this family of yours. And while I was out, I went to the police station. There's no odds on their books against dating after 70.
You promised not to print anything bad about my mother.
And when I left here the other night, you were on my side.
Mother's still so upset. I wish you hadn't have come. I don't even want to see that paper.
Then why did you keep sending me outside to get it?
Because I was hoping the article wasn't in it.
Why did you start to mess with her when you saw him?
Because it was out of place.
She practically knocks me every time I phone her.
Of course I do. I think it's Stephen or Grandpa.
Your brother's not back yet?
Nope. Mommy, he's on the paper and what he says that is good.
I'm sure it is.
No, Mrs. Baldwin. What I say about you, of course I don't say very much about you, it's not bad at all. What I say about your redevelopment project, not very nice.
What right do you, a mere reporter, have to force your opinions on other people? You who are supposed to be objective and give both sides.
I have.
I wasn't aware I had been interviewed.
Nobody said you have. You refused to be interviewed, remember? And I had to interview somebody.
So, who did you interview?
Rosemary Mason.
Oh, Rosemary! No, you woodpecker! She doesn't mind a 3-year-old child.
Careful,
Oh, the
Melissa.
only reason she's with us is because her husband is a councilman.
Got a feeling that councilman won't be on your side much
I
longer.
just happy what she had to say.
It's very informative. I really enjoyed her comments.
Sure you did. Oh, listen to this. All existing buildings are to be torn down and in their place, weeping willows and marigold beds. Oh, they're not going to all be torn down. We're preserving half the city hall.
Which half?
Oh, well, the middle half. I can see you giving Councilman Vaughn plenty of space. If a vote were taken today, 90% of business owners would vote to retain their businesses as are. Well, what rights do individual business owners have to dictate the future of this town? How are they to hold that progress? Well, you're not being fair, Mr. Anderson. Well, even the mayor is behind us in your prejudiced little article. This town is to be remodeled, redeveloped, and rejuvenated. There is another newspaper in this town, Mr. Anderson, to which I will give an interview, and they will be proud to publish the fact that I am the one responsible for bringing J.P. Henniger to our community. So if you'll be kind enough to leave, we'd like to have our dinner.
Mother, that's rude. You could at least invite him to eat with us.
I'm sorry, but there are certain things that cause me indigestion, and Mr. Anderson is one of them. If you come back, you'll not be allowed in.
Then you'll not just have 3 runaways to worry about, Mother. You'll have 4.
Pam. Hello? You have a message? Your son is in heaven. Well, for heaven's sake, slow down. Your son and Heavenly are all right. We'll get in touch with you shortly. But wait.
Oh, I knew it! My baby's been kidnapped.
All right, we'd like to thank you all again for coming.
Look what I found under the weeds. That son of yours planted a garden. Why didn't he take care of it?
Oh, Howard has to try everything once. Sit down and eat some of this cake you made. But I'm still not sure that it's not fattening.
Oh, carrots aren't fattening. Look at the rabbits. Stevie, I hope you phoned that friend of yours to see if you gave your folks a message like you're supposed to.
Yeah, I did.
When did you do it?
Today.
Today? You haven't the right to worry your folks like that.
You two are worrying them.
Oh, we're of age. Besides, they asked us to leave. Now, I think we better drop you off at home today.
Grandpa, the police are still looking for us. Why are we waiting for some big drug bust, murder or something, so they'll take their minds off of us?
No, I think your grandfather is right. We need to get you two home. I know your mother.
My mother is so busy with work, she probably doesn't even realize I'm missing.
Oh, Elmer, I just thought of something. Do you think we could be arrested for kidnapping?
Kidnapping? They were stowaways.
That was a terrible thing for you to have done. Why, we could have all been killed.
How?
Why? You could have run that car right off the road. When I heard something on the back of that car, I thought, oh my goodness, I thought someone was going to poke a gun into the back of my head. And then heavily sneezed.
I'm sorry, there were weeds on the floor of the car.
Those weren't weeds, that was dill. Brought it from the garden, thought maybe your daughter'd want to make some pickles. Now, what about your mother, Heavenly? Won't she be worried?
No, she's found out how not to worry.
How?
She just drinks a few extra cans of beer.
Well, then we better get back before she turns into an alcoholic. And Trudy, you better make some coleslaw out of that cabbage. No sense letting it go to waste.
Where are you going?
Next door.
Oh, you'll pester that man to death.
Hey, he's just as anxious to find out about J.P. Henniger as I am. He's been making some long-distance calls, and I think we better get over there. Stevie, you better get out and cut that grass like I told you.
Why do I have to come Uncle Howard's lawn?
Yes, Howard said he was going to let the whole thing die and then replant when he got home from Europe.
That's a waste of time and money. Besides, if we're going to live in his house, the least we can do is keep the place looking decent.
Grandpa, it's Sunday.
Then go to church. You got plenty to repent of.
It's too late to go to church?
Then mow the lawn. Tidiness is next to godliness, yes.
Then you women clean the house. If you do with a little cleaning. Come on, Stevie.
On that man.
I like him.
You do? Why?
Well, he's the only man I've ever known who makes me feel like he'd take care of me.
Why? Because he bosses us around all the time?
Well, yeah, like telling Stevie to go to church. No one's ever told me to go to church before.
Heavenly, haven't you ever been to church?
Oh, yes, 3 times.
Only 3?
Yeah. Once was when I was 5. A lady asked my mom if she could take me to church because I was such a little angel.
And why didn't she keep taking you?
I think it was because I told my Sunday school teacher my mom gave me beer for breakfast.
Oh. Well, does she still?
Well, only when we run out of milk.
Oh. Well, how about the other times?
Well, once was with a nerd whose mom would have let him take me anywhere but church. And once was with a girlfriend who said with a name like Heavenly, I'd simply have to be saved.
Oh, then you have been saved.
Well, no, I chickened out.
Why?
Well, because there's still a few things I want to do. And if I did them after I was saved, then I'd have to repent and do them all over again. And that would be such a waste of the minister's time.
Oh, but Heavenly, it is not a waste of the Lord's time. And my minister, Reverend Barton, would be happy to save you whenever you need it.
Why?
Because you're very special. I think I'm going to take you to church with me next Sunday.
Oh, dear. That means I'm going to have an awful lot to get out of the way this week. Hey, I just thought of something. If you want me and Steve to go home so much, how are you going to take me to church?
Well, that does present a problem, doesn't it?
Why do we have to go home anyway? I like it here.
Because your mother will be worried.
And no, she's not a worrier. Besides, Stevie's mom will worry enough for everyone.
Heavenly, I don't understand why you want to live with us.
Well, you and Mr. Baldwin are home all the time. Not one of my mom's husbands has ever stayed home at night. I used to get so scared being home alone. I feel safe when Mr. Baldwin is in the house. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, he'd scare anybody away.
Are you afraid of him?
No! I just can't stand him, that's all.
Why?
Oh, because he bosses me around all the time. Trudy, go get your purse and go to the grocery store. Trudy, go tidy the kitchen. Trudy, make some coleslaw. Ugh.
Well, doesn't that make you feel important?
No, it makes me feel like I'm his slave.
Oh, I should think it makes you feel needed. You know, I've never felt needed before. That's why me and Steve should get married. He needs me.
My dear, at 16, he doesn't need you. He needs his mother.
Well, she doesn't need him. She's just like my mom. She's never home.
Well, you two are going to be home this afternoon. So I'm just going to go call Melissa and tell her that you're on your way.
But if you do, I'll tell her where you are.
Oh,
Get the
no.
car, you two. We're going back to Stroudsburg.
But I thought you said you never lived with your children again.
Don't intend to. We're going to stay in a hotel.
Oh, good. I hope it's got a pool.
Why do you care? You're not going to be using it. We are taking you and Stephen home.
But the police are still looking for us.
That doesn't worry me.
Why? I thought you liked me.
So are the police after you've batted your eyes at them a time or two. Come on, let's get going. I just learned that this J.P. Henniger is an out-and-out crook. And if he does here what he's done in other towns, we've no time to lose, and that's why I've got to have your daughter stopped.
Oh, no one's ever been able to stop Melissa. She always gets her way.
Well, she won't get her way if me and Stevie decide to get married. And that's what we'll do if you don't let her stay in the motel with you tonight.
Well, who's going to pay for it? I can't afford it.
Well, when we get back to town, I'll write a check. But I'm only paying for one bed.
Oh, well, then we'll draw the straws to see who gets it.
You stand right over there, young man, and don't you move. Where's your son?
Oh, well, Stephen, he isn't home yet, and it's all your
It's
fault.
not that son I'm looking for. It's the one his age.
Kenny, why could you want him? Well, he's the sweetest little darling.
Sweetest little darling who ever lived, I know. But apparently your neighbor, Mr. Jensen, doesn't think so. Not when these sweet children write their names on his walls, break his windows, and draw cat faces in every room.
I told you, I didn't do it. Kenny did.
What's the matter this time?
Drew 3-foot-high cat faces all over the Jensen house. And I must say, you're no Michelangelo.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to get even with me again, aren't you? Well, it won't work, because Mom was likely here all day.
Sure, she'll back you up whether it's true or not.
Is this true? Has this kid been here all day?
Well, of course he has.
No, he hasn't.
How do you know?
Because he went to the store to get an ice cream cone and wouldn't even stop with me and Donnie yelling at him to give it to him. He stinks.
What were you doing with Donnie? I told you weren't to play with him.
Oh, we weren't playing. We were drawing.
Oh. What were you drawing?
Cat faces.
Cats with whiskers?
Yes, big long ones so enough for someone down.
Mr. Jensen's house?
Yes, Donnie says his mom always lets me draw the walls before she wallpapers.
Well, Mr. Jensen wasn't planning on wallpapering. And yesterday the painters put the last coat of paint on his wall.
We'll just tell Mr. Baldwin's father. Oh, dear, why did he have to run away? He should have known that we would need him.
Lady, I hope you don't have any more members in this family.
Why?
Because I don't want to spend the rest of my life here.
Is it okay then if I go?
Yes, go. Leave town. And take this family with you.
Then include Penny?
Oh, all right, tomorrow. And then for only 10 minutes. You shouldn't be able to do too much damage in that amount of time.
Thanks, Mom. See you later, Penny.
Now, before I leave, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your other son.
This was a perfectly normal, law-abiding family until you came here. And because of you, what happened? My mother ran away.
Good.
What do you mean, good?
Well, I don't want to have to tangle with that old gal again.
Oh, officer, am I glad you're here. Apparently someone has turned her in. Good! You caused me to lose $15,000, Melissa Baldwin.
I have caused you to lose $15,000. How?
By inviting this crook, J.P. Henniger, and his high-handed bandits into coming into our town.
Now, wait a minute. The J.P. Henniger Redevelopment Company isn't honest.
Honest? Do you know what they're doing behind your back? They're contacting resident store owners and promising that for the modest sum of $15,000, modest, that is my whole life savings. But for this modest sum of $15,000, we were guaranteed a store on the ground level of a brand new high-rise.
But the deal hasn't even been passed on or consummated.
Nor will it ever be as far as they're concerned. You could use, lady. There's a dozen other merchants in this town out looking for your hide. Officer, you stay right here, because I'm going to be back in 10 minutes with a warrant for her arrest.
Oh, she can't be right. Mr. Henniger was such a gentleman. You have to help me find my husband. I need to talk to him.
Has Daddy run away too, Mommy?
Your son's run away. His girlfriend's run away. Your mother's run away. Now your husband's run away.
Dad and Grandpa's run away.
Lady, did you ever think there might be a reason?
Oh, you can't mean me.
You said it, lady. I didn't.
We have the article down there, and it's ready to be published in tomorrow morning's paper. What is it?
You have to stop it. That article mustn't be published.
Mom, why? What's wrong? Why is he here?
Apparently to arrest your mother.
Arrest Mom? Why? She hasn't done anything wrong.
Yes, I have. I have caused Mrs. Fletcher to lose $15,000. And she's not the only one.
What did you call him?
J.B. Henniger is a crook. He's talked the merchants in this town into advancing him the money to stay where they are, and I'm to blame. Yeah, you can stop them from printing that article, can't you?
I can try.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Pamela. Think how embarrassing that would be. Melissa Baldwin is the person to thank for bringing J.B. Henniger to our community.
Hey, Tom, kill that article on Melissa Baldwin. Instead of headlines for J.B. Henniger, con man rips off local merchants.
Now, wait a minute. You can't print that. It might not be true. We have to be sure. Think how this will make me look.
This is going to make me look really good. I'll be down there in a minute to give you all the details.
Do you know what you're doing to me? I'm the one who first got in touch with J.B. Henniger, and I can't understand it. He was the nicest, most polite gentleman I've ever met.
Con men always are.
Oh, Pam, what am I going to do? Oh, I know. I'll leave town. I'll run away. Oh.
Now look, lady, don't think I'm going to start looking for you, too. This family is like trying to run up a bunch of lost sheep. I'm glad this is my last day. You see, after lunch, I'm being transferred to highway patrol duty.
Well, aren't you going to go?
Yes, so. You coming down?
No. Why should I help you crucify my mother? Why are you doing this?
Because I'm a reporter.
Who's out for blood? Well, that's not my fault. I thought I was doing what was best for this town.
Why does that work harder than mother?
Well, I have such a loyal, capable committee. Well, even President Clinton's kitchen cabinet isn't as dedicated. And now I've let them down.
You're going to make it worse by pointing your finger at me.
Will you two just calm down? Look, when news of this magnitude breaks, it has to be published. And I'm a reporter. That's my job. And J.B. Henniger is a con man. And he's ripping off businessmen, and they need to be aware of that. And I'm sorry, Pam, but there's a lot more at stake here than your mother's reputation.
He's gone. The only man I ever even liked, and he's gone.
Oh, Pam, you have to help me find your father. I need to talk to him before Mrs. Fletcher gets back.
Mom, why didn't you listen to us? We all tried to tell you. Stephen, Grandpa, and I ruined my life too.
What do you mean ruined your life?
Derek will never come back now.
How can he be important at a time like this?
Mom, why do you think the whole world just revolves around you?
Well, because today it does. And the whole side is falling on me. There are hundreds of young men in this world, Pamela.
Not like him. He talks to me. He doesn't treat me like a child. All teenage boys do is try to wrestle.
Pam, I don't have time to hear a discourse on Mr. Anderson right now. You have to help me find your father.
That means lady stopping up front.
How many others does she have with her?
None, but she's out there looking like she's waiting for someone.
Shall I invite her in?
Oh, no. Oh, what should I do? Who should I call? Where's your father?
Mom, you've asked me that a million times.
Oh, I'm going upstairs. When she comes in, tell her I'm gone.
But Mom, where?
To visit Aunt Caroline in Oregon.
She'll never believe you.
She sure is scared. She's coming in.
Oh, what am I going to tell her?
Come in, Mommy's gone to Oregon.
That's a likely story.
We told her you wouldn't believe it.
Well, yeah, you know what? If I were her, I'd go a lot further away than that. There are at least 10 merchants in this town looking for her. They're going to be here any time. And you, can you tell me why your mother can't keep her nose out of business that don't concern her?
If you can tell me why you were so dumb to give a check to J.P. Henniger for $15,000 without even questioning it.
Questioning it? Why should I question it? minute when the mayor and all of the councilmen except for Vaughn supported your mother. They even handed eviction notices.
I read one of those notices in the picture, and it merely said we want to speak about relocating.
Look, I did not come here to argue with a teenager.
Hey, I might be a teenager, but I'm as well informed on this city's redevelopment program as...
Your mother? Now, where is she?
She's gone to Oregon.
Where's who?
She has not. She's upstairs.
What are we talking about? Who are we talking
Your
about?
wife, who happens to owe me $15,000. That's who.
Of course she doesn't, Daddy. It's because Mrs. Fletcher gave her money away to a perfect stranger. Doesn't make Mother responsible.
Look, when we get done exposing your mother and her pack of yes men, they'll wish they'd left this town the way it was, I bet ya.
Kenny, go get your mother. Mrs. Fletcher, you've known our family for 30 years. Have you ever known my wife to be dishonest?
Not dishonest, just
Now
stupid.
hold on here. Let's get to the bottom of this. What's this all about?
Me? Oh, Ralph, where have you been? Every merchant in town is after me.
Oh, that's right. And Wade Hanson, he's loading them up in his van as we speak. They're going to be here any minute.
Would you please tell me what you've done?
Oh, I invited J.B. Henniger here.
Oh, great! So he's coming to our house too?
Oh, no, I wish he were. But he and his cronies have skipped town. They skipped town with the life savings of nearly every merchant on Main Street. Don't worry, though. We're not going to be held responsible. We will not be the ones left holding the bag.
What you gonna do?
I'm going to sue your mother for everything you own.
No, you won't.
Oh, yes, I am. And the mayor, and the redevelopment committee, and anyone else who's responsible for rooting us out of our nest.
It won't be necessary. J.P. Henniger's been picked up.
Are you sure, Dad?
Oh, if only you're right.
Been right all along if you'd just listen.
But how do you know about all this?
Well, I was with Vaughn and the police when they arrested me.
Oh, no. I went to his office. He'd already moved out.
You ever think to try the airport?
The airport? How in the world would anyone know to look at the airport?
Well, I took the bellhop at the hotel to tell me, and then Vaughn called the police and held up his plane.
But I still don't understand how you knew that he was
A crook?
Oh, he told me that when he first came here, but I wouldn't listen.
Oh, if you'd only listen, Melissa, we may not be in this mess.
Oh, Ralph, I wish I would have never met J.B. Henniger. I've been such a fool.
That's all right. You've just been taken like Mrs. Fletcher.
You know, I find this really terribly sweet. But it's not over until I get my money back.
Well, if that's what you want, I suggest you go down to City Hall. Vaughn and the mayor and half the town down there.
You're kidding. Well, you might be an old man, but I wish there were a dozen more like you running this town.
So do I, Dad. Can you ever forgive me? But where's Mother?
Left her back at the motel.
The motel? What is she doing at the motel?
Well, you said you didn't want her here.
Dad, she knows I didn't mean that. I was just so upset about Stephen. Oh, Stephen! Dad, I'd forgotten. He's been kidnapped.
Now, Melissa, you can't be sure of that.
Well, he even got a ransom note.
It wasn't exactly a
It said they get in touch. Ooh, if I ever find who took him, I'll have them shot on sight.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm not getting away from me again, Sonny.
Oh, Stevie! You're home, son, you're home.
Where have you been?
Where's your kidnapper?
Dad!
You took Stephen and Heavenly?
No, they took us. I thought I told the two of you to stay at the motel till I got back.
You've had Stevie this whole time? Kidnapping is a federal offense. I've nearly gone out of my mind.
He didn't keep us from coming home
They tried to take us home, but we didn't want to come.
Why not?
because we'd rather live with Grandma and Grandpa.
But when they said we couldn't live with them, we decided to hitchhike to Las Vegas and get married.
Oh, married.
That's when I picked them up. Can you believe that I'd only been on highway patrol duty for a half an hour? I noticed these two were hitchhiking. And the home in, then I took a second look and realized who they were.
Oh, Stevie, you're just a baby.
Well, that's why we want to get married, so grow up.
Oh, no. Not if I have to lock my son up.
I can take care of that for you.
No, officer. If you lock up every kid in town who plays music too loud, you have more kids in jail than you got in school. Now, you've done your duty by bringing them here, and we appreciate it. If there's bigger fish to catch, and I suggest you just go along and catch.
Frankly, I'd like to. This family has caused me to seriously consider early retirement.
How about you two getting married?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank goodness. Did you know these two had run away? Why, they didn't say a word, just took money out of my purse and took off.
You took money out of her purse? Why?
Well, I always take money out of my mom's purse, and I figured she's my mom now. Well, it wasn't until you kicked us out.
We didn't kick you out.
You said we couldn't stay in the motel with you.
Well, I should hope not. Mother, what were you thinking of moving into a motel with a man?
Well, I don't know why you're worried. They say they can't stand each other. But me and Stevie, it's different.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be different from here on out. You two are not to see each other for a month.
A month? Oh, but a month, that's so long.
Dad, a month? One more peep out of you and it'll be a year.
You're not afraid to be alone with me?
Well, what could possibly happen when we, hate each other?
Well, ask my mother. Her best marriage was to Roger, and she hated him the most.
Well, you two can't go on living in a motel forever.
Don't intend to. Gonna move back in my own home.
Dad, you can't. I can't afford it.
Don't have to. I'll pay for it.
You? How?
Well, got a job.
At your age?
Oh, would you two quit treating us like we're senile? Why, I can outrun my daughter. And if she tries to keep me here, I'll prove it.
She can out-bicycle you, too.
How do you know?
She out-bicycled me going to the grocery store.
Well, I just took a leaf out of your book and cut across that vacant lot.
The one with all the weeds?
Only a fool goes further than she needs to.
Pam, somebody wants to see you.
So what kind of job did you get, Grandpa?
Well, I'm going to work for Councilman Vaughn on his new redevelopment project.
Councilman Vaughn, then you're going ahead with our ideas?
Well, not exactly, Melissa. We have an alternative plan. Talked it over on the way back to the airport. Well, demolition isn't the answer to everything, Melissa. See, if every generation tears down what those before them built, we'd have no heritage.
You know, Dad, I think you're right.
Would you like to work with me on the project?
No thanks. Instead of raising buildings, I'd better raise my family.
How much are they paying you, Elmer?
Well, enough to move back in my own home. And I figured with your social security in mind, we could live the way old folks are supposed to live. And we'll fix up that basement apartment for you.
Old folks, huh? Speak for yourself, Elmer.
Mommy, Daddy, let's go watch.
Guess what? The funniest thing happened to me. Oh, I have to tell you. I was driving on the freeway and my car stalled. The cutest little highway patrolman I and he was a little concerned when we drove up in front of your house. He probably wanted to get out and come in. But that's okay, because we're going to the beach. You just give me a wink with that young man and I'll have him in Vegas.
We don't have to. Steven's dad said we could get married in a month.
Oh,